Good afternoon, my Dhamma brothers and my sisters. Tipeti Pañhāvāra. Okay, Tipeti Pañhāvāra. Dealing with triplet, the first word, kusala. So kusala, kusala to kusala, kusala to akusala, kusala to abhyagata. Kusala to kusala abhyagata. Okay, go to kupya. Then the second word, regarding the second word, akusalo dhammo, akusalasa dhammasa activity paccayena paccayo. Unwholesome state is related to the unwholesome state by predominant conditions. It's a statement. Regarding to that, it will be explained in two ways. Aramana adhipati, sahajata adhipati. Object predominance, conditions predominance. Both. One of the two, aramana adhipati, is thus. Aramana adhipati, object predominance, is thus. Ragan grung kadnawa asadeti abhinanani. This is not a new thing. Before, you remember raga, araba, rago, upacha. Raga, araba, raga, asadeti. That's raga, asadeti. Abhinanandi, aramana paccayas. Okay, they say in this way. Raga asadeti abhinanandi dan araba rago upachati. So, say in this way. Here, raga garungadawa asadeti abhinanandi dan garungadawa rago upachati. Deity opachati. So, just more than grungkatva only. If you note this is the same, it is easier. No? This is different. This is the same. We must note. We must differentiate. Others are the same. Okay. So, later we say. Ragan grungadawa, one esteems, enjoys, and delights in lust, taking it as a estimable object. Ragan dan grungadawa rago upachati. Taking it as estimable object, last rises raga upachati. Wrong view, deity upachati, wrong view rises. Wrong view rises. So that is the clear meaning. Object is raga. Subjective mind also raga. Raga to raga. The former raga is the object of later ragas. One enjoying only one's raga. Is it possible make the other's raga also detachment as an object? So aramana adhipati, raga to raga. Then rago upajati, deti upajati. Detain grungadawa asari di binanadi, tangrungadawa rago upajati, deti upajati. In that case, only two. Only raga deti is highly respected. Not the dominasa, vichikecha, and the vichikecha also with the delusion. Doubt is with the delusion, therefore cannot be highly esteemed. Highly esteemed. Dominasa, grief is also cannot be highly esteemed. Therefore only raga and deti. No. One esteems, enjoys, delights in wrong view, taking it as an estimable object. Lust rises, wrong view rises. Wrong view rises. Only these 2 points are raga, deti. Only these 2 points is. So, according to aku, according to in today, we have to know about that. Loba mula, chaita. Raga deity is belong to, associated with it, attachment rooted consciousness. Loba mula, attachment rooted consciousness. Craving rooted consciousness. So, both are associated with the loba mula. Therefore, aku to aku, to say the object is one of the 8 attachment rooted consciousness. One of the 8 attachment rooted consciousness and association state. Then subjective mind also one of the 8 attachment rooted consciousness. In that case, no hatred rooted consciousness and delusion rooted consciousness. Dosa mula, moha mula is not included. Only loba mula is highly esteemed the object. Then that is with regard to object predominance, aramana dipti. Then another activity is connaissance predominance, sahajata adhipati. Here, akusala adhipati, samyodikana, khanana, adhipati, pachena, pachayos. Akusala adhipatis, how many akusala adhipati will be? Adhipati, chanda, viriya, chaita, vimansa. Vimansa here impossible. Okay? Vimansas are only wholesome, straight, indeterminate, not akusala. Therefore, only 3 vimansana. Chanda, wish to commit, wish to crave, wish to hold around you, depending on around you. Chanda, effort to have a craving around you. Chitta, only the lower mula chittas here. So, akusala activities, only these two. These are three. Samyodakana kanana activity pachayena pachayo. The unwholesome predominant state is related to the associated cricket by predominant conditions. Only these two we have to know. Akusala, akusala. Aku to aku. Okay, next one. Akusalo dhammo abhyagatasa dhammasa adiviti pachayena pachayo. You see, in this patana is conditional relation. How to relate each other, explain, cause and effect between. Therefore, one is a cause, the other is an effort, how to relate each other. Everything is related to each other, you see. Human beings also, you see, mother and son, father and son, and daughter. So between them there is a relation. Two friends also there is a relation. Everything has a relation, conditional relations. Here, the phenomena also have, it is a relation. The Buddha explained a conditional relation. Conditional relation and the whole universe. Animate things and inanimate things both. Everything have relations, interrelations. So depending on each other, phenomena is arises. But the beings cannot see, penetrating, cannot see such a nature. But they think only surface cannot penetrate. Only surface, just a concept. They say, his father, his mother, his my son and daughter. And the properties his own, like that. Relation they understand only surface, not penetration. The Buddha explained penetration into relations, conditional relations. It's a patana. If we understand patana, we have the knowledge of causalities. Everything is dependent on each other. It remained. That cannot remain alone. Everything is dependent on each other. Remain. That is the most clear about sankhara. Sankhara or sankhata. Conditioned things. Whatever may be, it is conditional relations. Under the law of conditional relations, cannot escape from the law of conditional relations. Then next point is said, akusalo dhammo abhyagadasa dhammasa adhipati pacchena pacchayo. Here abhyagata to akusala. Aramana adhipati object predominance not available. Therefore, it is said only condition predominance. Sahajata adhipati. Akusala adhipati ceta samutthana rupana adhipati pacchena pacchayo. Akusala adhipati is chanda, viriya, ceta. Chanda and viriya is associated with the akusala ceta, especially lava mula ceta. Lava mula ceta here. Ceta is a lava mula ceta. It is so. Vimasa is not available knowledge. Therefore, akusala adhipati, unwholesome predominant state is related to mind producing matters by predominant conditions. Adhipati pacchena pacchaya. Most cetas, apart from 10 kind of vijnana ceta, is arupa rasabdhan consciousness cetas. 75 cetas. As soon as they come into being, they produce mind-born matters. They produce matter. They produce matter. At the moment of arising, all 75 cetas produce matters. This matter is called citta samutthana. Citta samutthana literally appeared chittu citta. Samutthana means arising. Arising. Citta means arising chittu citta. Arising because of citta. Therefore, citta produce, mind produce matters. So mind produces the matter at the moment of rising. You see, citta has 3 moments. Arising moment, static moment, ceasing moment. Citta is a very powerful arising moment. Static moment and ceasing moment is not so powerful. Therefore, as soon as it arises, as soon as citta arises, it produces matter also. Immediately produce. So citta born matters. You hear my sound, that is a citta born matters, you see. But there are another conditions also. Without a throat, without a tongue, without a mouth, it cannot be clear the word. And they are supporting, you see. Just a mind cannot produce. Like that, without a piano you cannot play only your hand, your finger. So, all conditions, all things are working together. Working together. Even mind produces sound. It's a need the help of other material qualities. Some people, there is a sore throat, therefore they cannot make a sound. So sound is a human sound, mostly human sound is produced by mind produced matter, this one. Chito, Sado, Chito to jo. Sado means a sound. Sound is produced by Chita, mind, and Utu, temperature. The sound of thunder, the sound of wind, these are Utu produce such a sound. Sometimes our belly is within belly, sometimes grrr. So also without a mind. Sometimes not. Intentionally it is beyond the sound. That is all called Utupon. Mind metta Utupon. This is Chaita Smotana. That is the meaning. Akusala Adipati Samyutika Akusala Adipati Chaita Smotana Rupana Adipati Pachena Pacheo. You see, here only Adipati, Loba Mula, attachment rooted consciousness is Adipati. And normally, hatred rooted consciousness also produce metta. Delusion consciousness also produce metta. But they are not highly esteemed. Just produce. They are cannot be called repeti. It is very clear. Hatred consciousness produce mind-born mettas. When someone is angry, his face colors changes. From looking at style, it changes. Sound also changes. Very clear this one. Mind produce matters. Delusion also, you see, doubtful. Some people also doubt, so they look at the problems in this way. From sketching head. So delusion also in this way, you see. Mena Sadai changes. But in that case, only Loba Mula Chaita. Akusala Adipati Chaita Smodhanana Rupana Adipati Pachena Pacheyo. Okay, next point. Akutu Akupya. Akusalo Dhammo Akusala Satya Bhyagata Satya Dhammasa Adipati Pachena Pacheyo. Here also Sahas Jada Adipati is a joining together. You see, one and two together. Sahajada Adipati, connection, predominance. Akusala Adipati, Chaita Samyutikana Kanana, Chaita Samutana Jarupana Adipati Pachena Pacheyo. Unwholesome predominance is related to they are associated aggregate and mind produced metals also by predominant condition. So by power of this. These are aku to aku pya. 3 points are given. Then next, regarding to Abhyagata Dhamma. Abhyagata Dhamma. Abhyagato Dhammo Abhyagata Sa Dhammasa Adipati Pachena Pacheyo. Yeah, Abhyagatas, as you know, all types of rasanta consciousness and mental state, Abhyagata. All type of functional consciousness and mental state, Abhyagata. All material quality, 28 material qualities, Abhyagata. Nirvana also Abhyagata. Okay? Abhyagata means Vipaka, Rasatan consciousness, Kariya, functional consciousness, Rupa, material qualities, Metta, or Nirvana. These are Abhyagata. So Abhyagata to Abhyagata. Abhyagato Dhammo, Abhyagata Satamasa, Activity, Pachayena, Pachayo. Yeah. Indeterminate state is related to indeterminate state. Indeterminate state prime predominant conditions. In that case, two predominants are possible: Aramana Adhipati and Sahajata Adhipati. Object predominance and condition predominance. Of the two, it is object predominance, Aramana Adhipati. Yeah. Araha Palankarung Katawa Pachavakati. This one thing. Araha subject. No. Arahant esteems and reviews Karung Katawa Pachavakati. Esteem and reviews fruition. This fruition is Arata fruition. Not the other fruition. Even say we have to know only Radha Phala. Plus general points, common word. But even common word we have to understand. Like that, if you want to say completed, Radha Phala Karung Katawa Pachavakati must be say. Arahata Phala. Other Phala is not. Only Arahata Phala. You see, this is whatever Mega is not, Mega Phala, Lokuttara is not jhana state. Jhana states are, you see, one attained the higher state. Lower state also remain. For example, one attained the fourth jhana. Within him, whatever he can use, first jhana state, second jhana state, third jhana state also possible. Alright, remained. If you wish to today, try again. But Mega Phala is not like that. If one day in Sagaragami Mega, no more Sotapati Mega and Phala. We can say, when Sagaragami Sotapati Phala come into being, Sotapati Mega disappeared. Has gone forever. Never bring back. Cannot be brought back. One who attained the Sagaragami Mega, Sotapati Phala totally has gone. Cannot bring back. When Sagaragami Phala attained the Sagaragami Mega is no more. Disappears. In the same way, one become Arahant. At that time, Radha Mega is no more. Only Radha Phala remained. Only Radha Phala. But again, no object. Like a dream. Can you bring back your dream? So after I wake up, the things and dreaming things during dream cannot bring back. Aura has gone. Therefore, Araha Phalang means not the Sotabati Phala, not the Sakadagami Phala, not the Anagami Phala, only Arahata Phala. Araha Phalang Karung Kadawa Pañhāvāra. Arahant's esteem and reviews Karung Kadawa Pañhāvāra. The fruition. This fruition is Arahata fruition. Nirvana Karung Kadawa Pañhāvāra. Here also the subjects must follow Araha Nirvana Karung Kadawa Pañhāvāra. Arahant esteemed and reviews Nirvana. Reviews Nirvana. Then Nirvana plus Adiviti Pajayena Pajayo. Then Nirvana is related to fruition. There is an all plus here, fruition. Not only Arahants. Not only Arahants here. Nirvana plus all plus. Okay, in that case, all flowers, all type of flower, not only Radha flower. Therefore, according to what context, we must define the words. Otherwise, it's just flower. Flower means concerning all flowers. But according to Araha, this flowers are only Radha flower, we have to know. But Nirvana flowers means concerning all type of flowers. Sotabati flower, Sakaragami flower, Nagami flower, Radha flower. Together, Nirvana flowers. Nirvana is related to fruition. They also, without saying esteem and without saying highly, actually, flower realize Nirvana highly esteemed. Highly esteemed. Carelessly cannot know Nirvana. Just mindful and attentive, paying respect, can see. So Nirvana state is not easy. Nirvana plazas must be in this way. So according to it, we have to say here, Bhyatu Bhya. Okay, Bhyatu Bhya. Araha Phalang Karung Kadawa Pañhāvāra Nirvana Karung Kadawa Pañhāvāra. In this case, here Karung Kadawa Pañhāvāra is what will happen. Within Arahant, therefore, Mahagariya Jnana Sampayutta. Mahagariya Jnana Sampayutta, 4 Jnana Sampayutta. Mahagariya Chaita is 4 associated with the knowledge. Only this, Mahagariya Jnana Sampayutta. Mahagariya, functional consciousness with the knowledge. The great function associated with the knowledge, Mahagariya Jnana Sampayutta. And the object, Phalang Pañhāvāra. Phalang here must be only Radha Phala. Then Nirvana Karung Kadawa Pañhāvāra, the predominant conditions in Nirvana. That is the meaning. Radha Phala can be known with the Mahagariya Jnana Sampayutta Chaita. Nirvana can be known with the Mahagariya Jnana Sampayutta Chaita, with the Arahant. So, Radha Phala in Nirvana is predominant conditions to Mahagariya Jnana Sampayutta Chaitas. Then Nirvana Phalasa. In that case, Nirvana is object predominant. It's related to Phala, full fruition. Full fruition is to realize Nirvana here. This is Pyādubhya. Pyādubhya. Accordingly, we have to know about that. Next one, Sahajata Adhipati. Vipaka Bhyagata Kriya Bhyagata Adhipati. Vihara Bhyagata Kriya Bhyagata Adhipati. Vipaka Bhyagata Kriya Bhyagata Adhipati. Samyuddhakanan Khanana Chaita Samudhanan Ja Rupana Adhipati Pachayena Pachayo. Yes, Vipaka Bhyagata. What is Vipaka Bhyagata? Adhipati. Vipaka Bhyagata. Here used only Vipaka Bhyagata. Vipaka Bhyagata. Kriya Bhyagata Adhipati Samyuddhakanan Khanana Chaita Samudhanan Ja Rupana Adhipati Pachayena Pachayo. Here Vipaka Bhyagata Adhipati is referring to only Phala Chaitas, not the other Vipaka Chaitas. Phala Chaitas, full fruitions, Vipaka Bhyagata Adhipati. Kriya Bhyagata is Mahakariya, 8 Mahakariya Chaitas and 9 Mahagata Chaitas. 9 Mahagata Chaitas. So, the activities Chanda, Viriya, Chaita, Vimamsa. One of the four. But Patana Ayaka is exactly explained here. But the Pali is giving general point. Patana Ayaka's detailed. Yeah. Patana Ayaka is so detailed. Exactly. Now we have talked about only general point. Must go detail.
Patana Yaga about all 22 tikas? Patana Yaga about all 22 tikas?
Tikas also.
All tikas.
Yeah. But briefly.
Detailed only Kusala tika, yes?
Yeah, only Kusala tikas are detailed. The others are, you see, about dukkha also. Mostly here, in Myanmar, have to studies about the Kusala tikas mainly. The other tikas are, you see, I think in lifespan is not enough to. But here, it's mentioned. But they have to recite, memorize the whole, but not in detail. Not in detail. Kusala Yagata. Yeah, but Yaga, we should translate. When you come to, we try to translate. Oh.
Okay.
Roughly. Pali is a have. Pali is a have. But entity, some points are so wide. Sometimes you see, not only passive, negative come into being. Yeah, no lama. Yeah, Patana Yaga also details only Kusalatika. Kusalatika. Even Kusalatika is a big one. Big one.
There is also, is it the same? There is a book, I don't know, in Myanmar, English translation of the book is Patana Expert by Unarada, which is a lot of charts about Altipitaka, do you know? Or Patana, do you know?
Sarah Unarada also passed for you now. One gentleman only questioned, print out entity. I think this is such a books is 80 books.
80?
Yeah. 80. Only without the answer, only question. only question. So, and maybe one of the lay people, so he trying to entity without the omission. Without the omission, print out the books. He want to offer me, so I have no place to. Therefore, you offer to the IIA, International Institute of Vidama. So I make him to offer there, not me. Only we have to find out about it. So entity so wide, you see, so wide. Yes, a very long ago, these Pañhāvāra, very long time.
18th century, yes. 18th century.
18th century, yeah. Very long ago tradition. Here is a church, how to act. It's even question. So, only Kusala Tikas. But the other Tikas also have not printed, I'm thinking now. The other Tikas also have. Yeah, mostly printed, only Kusala Tika here. The essay examination syllabus, handout copy this. Monks have to learn this one. And senior examinations, senior level. And monks have to learn first junior level, Patamangeta, middle level, Alada, senior level, Ajita. This is have to learn a senior level. Senior level. After that, teacher's level, Dhamacharya. This is commentaries, how to understand commentary explanation, how to understand, explain. Actually, mostly we memorize, and when the questions come to, if I memorize, I'm succeed. The test is how you memorize, only that. Not the other ways. How to memorize? Memorize is, in Myanmar, is mostly memorize. Memorize, test, memorize. Memory test. Myanmar examinations, memory test examination. Not to consider other things. No need to consider about it. She must have memorized accordingly. So, not to apply method. Not to apply method. Just memorize. Have to try it. Who had good memory, they pass examination. So apply method is also important for daily life. In daily life, we have to follow the according to apply method. Examinations is just memory. These tests we have to learn at night time. All lights are off. In the dark we have to learn. But nowadays they use church and whiteboard, blackboards and writing. Have to follow nowadays day lecture. Before there is a night lecture. Lecture at night. Therefore it is called Pañhāvāra. Pañhāvāra means night lecture. Night lecture in the dark. The teacher explained in the dark. The students, the candidates, sitting on my hands. He asks a question. After that, recite. They have to learn first. Kusala adipati samyuktakana khanana adipati pachena pacheyo. Then explain what is kusala adipati. What is the samyuktakana? Going in detail according to Yaga. According to Yaga. Then question here, araha mekkan araha phalam pachawa krumkatava pachawadi. Why is the plus only rahata? Why the other plus impossible? Teacher asks questions that the students have to answer. So only in this way. I learned this at 50 years of age at that time. But has gone. Has gone. But if I read, I understand. When I was a novice, at that time I have to learn Patana. On those days, these Patanas are explained by the good teacher in Sagai. His monastery is Patan Taipan. Patana science, like Patan Taipan. Patan Taipan. Monastery's name, institute's name is Patan Taipan. His method is Sarah Unarada's method with the church. We have to learn the short point. After that, must recite in detail. Given short point, followed yaga. It's easier to understand. Easier to understand. So, from the whole country, students come to Sakai and learn the Patana. From that Sayadaw, Patan Taipan Sayadaw. He also passed away. Only Kusalatika. Only Kusalatika cannot go beyond that. Only Kusalatika. Lifespan is not enough. But we must do part of that.
Because next life we will reborn and again start with It's not just.
Sure. When I'm born in next life, I continue to do. I'm interested about that. If it's possible, like a reincarnation, reincarnation, and not everything has gone. The memory is better. Why human beings forgot? Because of a lot of suffering in the mother's womb. They forgot. Just sleeping, wake up. It's no upapatti. Upapatti is just appeared in this life. Like sleeping, wake up. You may the nature of birth is great suffering. Sometimes the mates also hit. Have to go hospital. But they should be there. But nowadays maybe more easier, because of systems media is better now. Media is better to explain. I think maybe it's possible. This mathematic ways, according to mathematics, will be explained. We should try to find the solutions. You try? Yes. Or try? Or try? It's okay. Yeah, but in this book, only Kusalatika. Only Kusalatikas. So, next one. Sajata Dipati Vipaka Vyagata. What is the Vipaka Vyagata? Here is Vipaka Vyagata, Kriya Vyagata Dipati. Samyutakana Khandana Adividi Pachena Pachayo. Here's Mahakariya, 8 Mahakariyas, 9 Mahagata Kariyas, 4 phalas. Okay, 4 phalas. So the object is associated state, and the mind produce matter. So mind produce matter. Vipaka Vyagata Dipati is only Chaita, 4 fruition. Kriya Vyagata Chaitas, how many Kriyas? Mahakariya 8, Mahagata Kariya 9. Okay, and altogether 70. So Chanda Viriya Vimasa Chaita associated with these. That's activity. Samyutakana Khandana is referring to Mahakariya Chaita, Mahagata Chaita, Phala Chaitas. Then Chaitas Mutanana Rupana, Chaita producing metas. Only these Chaitas produce metta, not the other Chaitas. Here also limited. Accordingly, have to know. Okay, activity associated with the Phala, Mahakariya, Mahagata Kariya. That activity is related to their associated aggregate, and mind produce metas. That is activity pachayena pachayo. So you have to know about that. It's very difficult to do, or very wide. Here we should mark. Another point is remained. second and third for tomorrow. Okay. Now, this referring to this Dhararamana, this is the only words are similar, but not referring to this Abdajavana Dhararamana. Dhararamana is the first, you see, Mula Panasa Pali Kakachupama Sutta. Kakacha means song. There is Dhararamana Jadi Tasewa Mita Chaitasa Aramanan Katwa. That is the meaning. Making that objects of loving kindness of his object, want to say. The same object, want to say. That object here means not referring to Vipaka Chaitas. Therefore, in Abhidhamma Dhararamana is Vipaka Chaitas. That is the object of loving kindness. The object of loving kindness. That is referring to Pasa. Now with the revival. Yeah, Dhararamana is not referring to the technical term Dhararamana. That is, you see, Kusale Nirodhe, Akusale Nirodhe, Vipago Dhararamana da Upachati. That Dhararamana is referring to Avadajavana Dhararamana. That is only similar words. Even similar words, it is Dhararamana is Tang Aramana Katwa. Making that it is an object. Meaning is like making that it is an object. So, starting with the hand, it's okay. And starting with the hand, we shall abide perfect in the all compassion word with the mind imbued with the loving kindness. Then Pedagopadesa, Pali, Panchama Bhumis. That is also say Puna Tesa Satta Anusayana Asamu Hata Asamu Satta Anusaya Asamu Hata Asamu Chena Dhararamana Bhavati means they are not the object of Anusaya, I want to say. So Anusaya is an object. Not the Dhararamana Chaitas. Okay? So these two words are not technical terms referred. Dhararamana means with that object. I want to say only that. That Vidama Dhararamana technical terms Vipaka Chaita. Actually, the Bhavanga Chaita's object is a Karma Nimeda, Gati Nimeda. But in that case, it is not a normal object. Karma Nimeda, Gati Nimeda, not such an object. It is an object, is Chavana's object. Want to say Dhararamana with the Chavana's object. Therefore, the Dhararamana, that object. That object means Dhararamana object. That is especially. In other case, it is Karma and Karma Nimeda, Gati Nimeda, only three. One or three. Karma Nimeda, Gati Nimeda. Here, after Javana, it followed. So see, Dhararamana Chaita is keep it there simile. For example, in the river, current water is down. But the boat raised up, going up. At that time, the current water also a moment followed because of the energy of a boat raising up. It is followed, but after that go down. Dhararamana also in this way. Javana is very powerful, therefore it take the Javana's object is around only twice, cannot more than twice. After that, normal object. So that is it, Radhamana. Want to say. It's okay. It's a computer. It's very easy to find out words. Okay. Okay, let me stop.